Hey, my name's Philip. Today I'm going to show you the easiest, cheapest, most reliable ice tire setup you can possibly do, and try and do this as fast as possible. So here's the science behind it. Shout out to Travis for giving us the T-nut idea. But essentially all you get is your 5/16 bolt. Run a washer on the bottom. If you really want to be fancy, you can run two. Pretty sure that's how Mr. Dan Pasca did it, but I'm just gonna do one. I think I did one on the last one and it held up all year. And then you have these nice little T-nuts. And what we do is we go this way. So this is pretty much all it is. In between there, you're obviously gonna toss in some window urethane, which is another crazy secret we found out. And these things will be indestructible. Dan needed a spare out far away, and the only spare he had was one of these studded tires in his E36, and it drove on the pavement all the way home, almost 100K. They didn't lose any air. Sure, they got worn down a little bit, but they held up amazingly. So yeah, this is the bulletproof way. All right, so these are the patterns I've been doing. I like to at least have kind of two in line just to kind of distribute the load, but you can do whatever you want. We have friends that did like 1, 2, 3, and it held up, I'm pretty sure, just fine, but I'm just gonna copy this for now. You can, these are the one I'm working with, nice little fresh linglongs. The only problem is these treads suck to line up, if you know what I mean. So I eyeball these anyways. If you wanna, usually, I guess it's a good idea to get some white marker and, you know, lay them out the way you want to, but I've done so many of these tires, I'm eyeballing it. Start drilling. Also, in case you're wondering, I'm using a 1/4-inch drill bit. It's super tight on this, but it makes sure you got a nice, good seal. This is like the, you know, easiest method. What the f? And this socket's okay, cool. This is gonna suck.
Through. You get the idea.
Should be good, right? All right, here's the aftermath. So a really messy job, but that's pretty much it. Here's how it looks like inside. And then the one thing is just, yeah, if you do a flap, it kind of tends to float a bit. So if you do one of these guys, just take a grinder and just kind of rim it, give it a nice little point. This one's better. Feels much better. Here's the finished product. Grind them down a bit, give them a nice little point. That's it. And you're good to go. And that's it. You gotta start a tire. Couple things, little last pointers. First and foremost, the window urethane is absolutely a mess. Make sure you wear crappy clothes or ones you don't care about because it gets everywhere. Second of all, stud length. If you're over 300 horse, I maybe recommend 1.25 just to give yourself a little length if you're gonna do this style, the 2 and 2. You can also go 3, you know, 3 stud. You should do 7. You can do whatever you want. Just the more you get, you'd be surprised how grippy these are. They're pretty crazy. And then just make sure, yeah, you grind them to a point, because if you don't point them, they will float. So let's say you're sliding on the ice and you're off throttle, let's say you're transitioning, the second you're off, you just lose all grip. And then the second you're on, it's like crazy grip. So when you give it that point, it just kind of makes that even traction. I think that's everything. Yep. hope you guys learned something. Hope it works out for you, and I guess we'll see you on the ice. Yeah.